I've had 4 beers. I think I'm good. You tell me.
Yeah. What do you think? Am I okay? Where am I?
Like,
I ain't going to tell you.
Background. Get the fuck out the way.
Cup to cup.
Hi, everybody. This is Cup to Cup episode number 289. Good damn, that's a lot of episodes. That's a lot of damn episodes. Welcome in, everybody. This is Cup to Cup. We appreciate you joining in. We have a fantastic episode ahead of us. Let me give you a little rundown of what you have in store. We have opening item. We have something that Jason sent us off the internet. It's going to be hilarious. Florida man. We're going to get to you folks that are listening, like Naomi and Henderbeard, who have sent us in voice nuggets and slim downs for what. We're super excited for that. Bracket time, full in effect. The next matchup, Zaxby's versus Culver's, and Publix versus Slim Chickens. That's happening. We have an I don't get. For those of you who don't know, it's something we just don't get. And you'll see that. And then we got a dad tip. This is where we fucked up. Trivia, wrap it up. We're out of here. All right? So we appreciate everybody joining in. Thank you so much. I'm going to get introduced to boys. Coming to you straight from his IKEA office. He has added a few things to his officina, like a tomahawk and a crooked lampshade. It's our boy in his fresh 19-year-old Dolphins polo, Chase McGaser. What's up, Chase?
Yo! Every time I hear you say fantastic, I think of the time you dress up as Billy Mays, and I think of you saying fantastic product.
Billy Mays was one of my great heroes.
It
was one of my great Halloween costumes.
It was great.
He changed your life.
It was
he's the only celebrity
fantastic.
you cried over when they died. You were like, my life is ruined.
He never died in my eyes.
He's still alive.
Speaking of still being alive, we got Jose over here just struggling with the beer dick.
Majorly struggling today, but I've almost got it in. I just got a little foamy tip now.
Yeah.
You just got to ease it in.
We all got. Thank you for that. Yep. Oh, did it just dribble down your trend, or is that just my fantasy?
Yes. I think. Yes, that's.
For those of you who don't know, Jose lost last year's bets or last year's competition, and now has to drink out of the dick that I drank out of last year, and Chase drank out of the year before. So we're just passing it along.
Still don't just passing the dick around.
Passing dicks around.
Dream come true. Just a fucking Saturday for me. You know what I don't understand is how the fuck Chase did this without all the extra shit that you bought for it, like the
extra shit. I bought a funnel. Okay, can we calm down with the extra shit?
It's a pretty big deal. Didn't you also get something to clean it out with? Chase just like ran water under it, cold water.
I soaked it in hot soapy water.
I literally had to disinfect that thing for 2 to 5 days before I used it.
I forgot to clean it out after the last time I used it.
When I got it,
literally 5 times.
I did.
Brother,
monster.
When I got that dick in the mail, it had fucking still
STD.
beer.
It had an STD.
Stain
It was
at the
stuck
bottom.
to the package, just like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
That dick had herpes. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of herpes, we got our boy Chris here.
I don't quite understand
he's never had herpes, folks. But
There's nothing wrong if you had, Chris. It's fine.
No, I'm clean.
Shot
No,
will
it's
clear
not
that
clean.
right up. It's totally fine.
Wait a
that's the way
second.
that
No,
works.
I'm
No
clean.
big deal. Very fine.
Chris,
Clean.
welcome in, bud.
Thanks,
I know
man.
you got your softball shirt on. We talked about it in 7.
I mean, the champions of whatever year we won it back in Tallahassee, the what up pitches, what a do's, whatever, the question mark kids.
Triggers me.
Sorry, Jose. I know. I said
It is.
Oh, Chase, you're gonna roll your eyes. You're gonna roll your eyes at my fucking trauma, at that, how you backstabbed me, at how you fucking backstabbed me.
I wasn't even on the
My
team
dreams
anymore.
were coming true. I was a part of a team. I was a part of something that mattered. And then all of a sudden,
Kev, we'll give him a minute.
Nope.
Step away.
Everyone got the invite
Back out.
to the team except for one person. If only I had a
know
friend that
who
would have
got-
stood up
who
to me.
did or did not
If
get an invite.
only
You
I
have
had
no
a friend
idea.
who would have stood up to me. If only I had
I
just one
wasn't
friend.
on the team anymore, Jose.
Fucker.
I briefly retired.
Fucker.
You're in a safe place, Jose. All right, just
Thank
let it
you.
all out, dude.
We're in the trust
Um,
tree. We're in the trust tree.
Trust tree.
With that
exactly.
being said, it is St.
Thank
Patrick's
you,
Day.
Jason. We miss you.
Shout out to the Saints.
To St. Patrick.
To the Saints.
Shout out to him.
I didn't know you were such a Saints fan.
To the Saints, not Saints.
Yeah, to
football
the
team.
Saints.
All of
You're
them.
a Saints fan.
To the Saints. All the Saints. Day by day.
Everybody's wearing green
by
except
day
for me
by day.
because I literally have a green screen behind me that if I wore green, I'll just look see through and it'll be weird.
That would be fucking perfect. You should have done
I
that.
would. I would actually love that.
That would have
I
been.
could have
actually
just
really
went
fucking
full
brilliant.
on green back here and just let it ride.
Could've.
You know? Could have, would have, should have.
Missed opportunity.
I mean, you
Jason
literally
probably
still
would have
can't.
thought about that.
Jose still misses Jason.
In case you didn't know, he very
For those
much.
of you,
Back on
don't
sabbatical.
know, our producer of the show, the one and only Jason Payne, he is not
Daddy.
here. He is taking a little bit of a hiatus this month. We only got one more episode without him, I think, and
He was
maybe
on
two.
last week.
He was on. He was on because he almost.
I
fucking
know,
died.
Jose.
He was on.
We all
Dude,
know.
Jose's like, he was here. He was here.
He was here. We got a great segment because he was here.
Oh, my God.
Oh ho ho.
Yeah.
Speaking of segments, let's get this fucking party started.
Excuse me, do you know how much a polar bear weighs?
No, how much?
Enough to break the ice. Hi, Fred Searing. How are you?
There you go, folks. This is our opening item. This is where we're going to kind of break the ice. Usually Chris or Jason comes up with this. I assume this one's you, Chris.
This was me. Yes, correct.
All right.
I knew it.
No,
I
wrong one,
fucking
wrong one.
knew it. No, it doesn't matter. Which
I got a
one it
really
is.
good one.
Name one specific
Hey,
thing you got in trouble for at school. I like to start with the person that I don't think got in any trouble at school. It's Chris. So, Chris, what did you get in trouble for at school?
I appreciate you saying that because I was thinking which one of the guys got in the least amount of trouble, and
Yeah.
I also was like, it was definitely Chris.
Here we
I
go.
didn't get in any trouble in school.
Well,
Chase,
we'll get to you
come
in a minute.
on.
Chris,
It's
what'd you get in trouble
It's
for?
entirely your
What's-
opinion. For me, this is probably going to shock a lot of you that I got in trouble for this. It was not being on time to class.
That doesn't
What?
shock me at all.
That's
I can't
brand
believe
new
it's-
information.
And the worst part is it was a lot of like in high school because like we'd be like walking to class and I'd be like my class would be right here and we'd be sitting there talking and they'd be like, all right, we got to go to class. I'm like, yeah, and I would just sit out there and the teacher would be like, all right, class is starting. I'd be like, oh, I'm coming in. I purposely walk in 2 or
Took
3 minutes
advantage
late.
of it.
Pretty much. Yeah, that was
Well,
my,
I mean, what was your? What
only
was
got
your,
detention twice for.
I was gonna
being
say,
late.
did you get any punishment for it?
Just detention every now and again. We have to
Every
sit there
now
for
and
like an
again?
hour. Yeah. You just have to sit
What
there
What
for
was
an
the
hour.
detention like? Was it like an after school thing?
Yeah, after school you just sit there and like study, which you didn't. Really
What'd you do?
Probably played on my phone, and then
Who
left,
shot?
like,
They let
15
you have
minutes
your
early.
phone during detention.
I was like,
That's
why-
They never ever took my
wild
phone to
rich kid
detention.
behavior right there.
They never took my
Oh, Childs. Oh, Timberwolves.
Don't touch my phone. Are you kidding me?
T-Wolves.
Gosh.
the detention teacher was just like, look, just come on,
Just hang out for.
do
We have a TV. We'll turn. The
I don't
TV
want to
on.
be
You
here
watch
either.
something.
Okay.
Just entertain yourself for half an hour.
Chase, what'd you get in trouble for?
I
Besides smoking heaters, you know.
Fucking yeah, dude.
Yeah, I did not really get in trouble in school, but the one thing that I never got detention or referrals or anything, but I did. Everyone, when we would have pep rallies, would try and get off campus before they like closed the campus down, so you could have like a 2-hour lunch, and it was really about just like as soon as class is over, you sprint to your car and try and get out. Oh, or you just run off campus and walk to someplace close by. But yeah, I got caught several times trying to get off campus for pep
Were they out
rallies.
there
But
actively shutting the gates on you?
Yes, literally. Yeah.
Just like, come on.
I just
You
see
cannot come
like,
back in.
like a sea of students as the gate
Oh, bro,
closes.
everyone tried to get out. Everyone tried to get out. I'd say about like every pep rally, probably about 30% was able to like sneak off before. Whether that was like a lot of people would park off
Before they
campus.
started shooting y'all down.
They wouldn't park on
Yeah.
campus, so you just have to like run and not like get spotted, really. And so then you just be like, hey,
They've got snipers
did
on the
anyone park
roofs,
off campus that we can go to their car?
You can't say that. You can't say that.
You can't say it.
It's Leon High School.
Why are you saying everyone's high school, Jose?
Yeah,
Is this a thing?
Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong?
There's nothing wrong. I'm just like, what is the point?
I'm dropping facts on my boys, man.
He's dropping some knowledge.
Jose, drop your high school.
Oldest high school in Florida, for the record.
Oh, there you go. That's quick facts by Chase.
Quick facts by Chase. Okay.
Jose, drop your high school name and also what you got in trouble for.
I am
Looking up his high school name.
proud alumni of
Okay.
The Poinciana High School Eagles. They were War Eagles up until 9/11.
And then what?
War, and we were just known as
Yeah, we
Eagles
dropped
after
the
that.
war. All right.
Yeah, somebody did. But this wasn't from high school. This was from middle school, and it's the only time that I ever got any sort of detention. It was ISS on a Saturday.
Ooh, in
you got
school
some
suspension.
on a Saturday.
On a
On
Saturday.
a Saturday, dude. It was rough. They had two. So my
Bad boy.
my middle school had the first thing was you could do like a silent lunch, which they put all the kids during their lunch period had to sit in like a room and they couldn't fucking talk. They just had to eat.
That was your detention?
That was one detention option. The other one was an in-school suspension that was on a Saturday at like 8 a.m. until they told you to leave. But you know that the fucking teacher in there doesn't want to be there either, so they're just like counting the seconds. But I got in trouble in 7th grade for I had a friend in this class I was taking. I don't remember what it was, but I remember the teacher was like an older woman. She was really annoying, and we were passing notes to each other. And they were like vile, like just fucking the worst thing that like somebody that age should not have ever been thinking
What
of.
are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna need an example.
What's a quick excerpt?
We were
from these
making
notes?
fun of the teacher. So
Okay, all right, here we go.
So like some of the things I remember on this note were my buddy, I think he wrote something like, I bet her tits dragged down to the ground, and then I drew a woman.
No,
with,
we
like,
did not have
these
visuals.
we did not
on
have
the note,
visuals.
and it was like it was the equivalent of a text thread because it was one piece of paper that just went back and forth with like a bunch of random shit in it. And I remember the teacher caught us, opened the piece of paper, looked at us both, and then was like,
Bro, that poor woman, man. 7th grade
like-
Jose was a dick.
she was like, "Get out."
Get out.
We're like, where do we go?
She's
like,
just
"Get
trying to
out. Just
she's
get out."
trying to do her job, and 7th grade Jose's out.
So where'd
here
you go?
just ruining her life.
Yeah, where did you go after you were kicked out of class?
Well, we went to the dean's office, and our parents
Good
were
move.
promptly called. And the best part about it was I'll never forget the memory of my dad coming in from his shift at Arby's because he got called in, sitting down in this guy's office, and the dean's name his name was Mike Studley. And he was just
What?
like,
Fuck yeah.
Mike Studley.
Did he
hell
do
yeah.
porn on the
He
side?
sucked. He was
or-
terrible. And he was
Hell
sitting
yeah.
there reading the notes, reading everything on a note with my dad sitting across from him. And I remember him saying, he was like, so which one is your handwriting? And I was like, that one. And he was like, so you wrote, I bet her pussy smells like ground beef. And I remember just looking over at my dad, and he was like shaking because he wanted to laugh so bad.
Not where I thought you were gonna go with that.
And then and I was like, yeah, that was me. He's like, all right, well, you got in school suspension on Saturday. And we went home. My dad didn't say one fucking word to me about it ever again. We just went home, lived my life like
Carried
normal.
on.
Like
You had no punishment or nothing, bro.
No, my dad had my back. My dad had my back. He was like, don't do stupid shit like that. And that was it. Like he's even
Yeah,
Do
stop-
better.
Stop that. Yeah.
Hide it better next time.
That's hilarious because like
Don't let him
I
catch
s-
you.
As a parent now, I see like on Instagram, I see like funny videos where it's like the mom is like, "You better punish her," like let her know what's going on. And he closes the door. He's like, "I got it, babe, I got it." And he's like, "So tell me how it went. Like tell me what you wrote on there. What was the visuals? Like
Yep.
And then he's like, "Ah, Oh yeah, I told you not to do that. Just act like you're hurt. Act like
Just act like
Just act like I'm yelling at you. I asked him years later, like I was like, remember when that thing happened? And I was like, yeah. He's like, why didn't you? So you just didn't. I remember you didn't bring it up again. He's like, I was pissed off that guy made me leave work over a fucking note. I just thought it was so stupid. I didn't think you had done anything bad. You didn't get into a fight. You didn't do anything stupid. You just passing notes around like a normal kid. I was like, okay.
I mean,
like that's
the note's a little vulgar.
It's gonna happen. They're kids.
it'll happen.
Yeah.
Curiosity.
Fun fact, it's not ISS anymore. It's ISD now. In-school detention.
Ooh.
Oh, so
There
not
you go.
suspension, just detention.
Yeah.
For me, it happened in college. I got in trouble.
Scam you high?
No. In college,
The college part went. Whoop, that's the college part.
somebody took my homework. This is crazy because I'm stupid, and copied it. And I told him he was like, "Hey, did you do the homework?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Can I see it?" And I was like, "Just like obviously like switch it around a little bit, bro. Like don't
Don't
he
like
did
word
not
for word copy
switch
my
it
shit.
at all. Zero
Verbatim.
word for word. Yeah, and so."
Spelled the same words incorrectly that I did.
You wrote my name at the top and everything.
Oh crap! Thought
I thought
changed
you were
your
going to
name.
talk about the time you got an A on some Spanish paper or something.
Nah, I mean, look,
That was a good time. That was a good time.
I think we've given enough hell
That's
for that.
enough. That's enough. Okay.
So yeah, I got a 0 on that, so it was tough to come back for that to make a decent grade because that was a
What
test.
class was it? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. I can't even remember, what I had for breakfast 2 weeks ago. So.
Pork chops, probably.
Yeah, it was more than likely pork chops.
I mean, that's your thing. That's your favorite food, so probably
If I was a betting man,
pork chops would be a safe
sure
bet.
win.
If it's pork chops or the
chops.
field, I'm taking pork chops every time on that bet.
Yeah, sure. Pork chops.
Pork. I love
we
pork
have
chops.
something that Jason wanted to share with us. Hopefully this works because we had a little fucking
Snafu.
incident. Yeah, a little problem during.
But you figured it out later. You were able to show that picture of Jason throwing a football later on.
Did it work? Are you serious? Because I couldn't see the screen.
Yes, we
Yeah,
could
it
see.
did.
We could see
Carson
Jason
Beck?
throwing the football. Yes. Yes, Carson Beck
we
throwing the
saw Carson
football.
Beck.
Kevin.
God
Good
damn it,
Lord.
Chase!
He's like, I can't stand it.
All right. So Jason wanted to send us a what he calls his internet finds. So he sent him.
Jason's internet finds. Yeah.
There you have it.
Don't ever do that again.
Kevin hated that. Kevin's
Jason sent
face
this-
when you did that.
Jason sent this to us. He said this will lead up to our 7 minutes in heaven. Let me unmute this, and here we go.
You don't have no snakes or nothing, do you?
Man, I got snakes from one end of this house to the other.
No, I'm serious. I don't like snakes.
I will protect you.
No, you tell me where the snakes are, because I don't
The
like
snakes are in here. I want you to get a look at them.
Hey, yeah, you're right. I'll stand right here.
Now wait a minute. You don't understand how
Oh
many
my
there
God.
are.
Dude,
You see all them snakes right there?
yeah.
You see them snakes right there?
Yeah.
They're my babies.
Okay.
I care more about them snakes than I do a human life. Just
That I
like
believe.
that, man.
Okay.
Them snakes mean more to me.
That man backed out of the house.
He's like, I'll wait right out here.
What is this? This is a Mariani.
There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
it?
I don't know what you're looking
The
at.
one at 209, right there.
Well, right there, you know what that is? That is a wine opener.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You know,
Okay.
this, I don't know. You tell me what that is.
That's a skeleton where you use it for a candle holder, right?
That's all that is.
Yeah.
But
All right.
see, this is the thing that she wigs out about, man.
Okay.
I really don't know what this means. I don't know what it amounts to.
said a
I
Mariana
believe in
dancer.
God and I don't pray to Satan, but I feel the need to build these altars. You know, I usually hang feathers from there.
Hey, is there any more snakes back here? Is there any more
He's
snakes
like,
back
how
here?
many other
swear
snakes
to
in
God.
this house?
Oh, he's still going about this. I thought
What does this mean? What did
he's done something wrong.
Yeah, what was the call to this house for?
Is it? Wait. Is the snake in there?
I hope.
Man, I tell you what, dude.
What?
He better be.
Man, that's all right. I don't want to see no more.
Oh, my!
She's
The
pregnant.
cop's like, I'm out of here.
She'll have up to
She's
60 babies. And this is the male right there. This is the female.
He just
Hey, Mr.
grabs-
Moody, you
Yeah,
ever thought
like,
about
just
being
with
a
no
snake
care,
removal?
just-
In other words, if we went to a call and there was a snake in somebody's yard, we can come.
I grab him up, no problem, man.
Okay.
I don't care what damn kind of snake it is.
Mr. Moody
And you're
was
willing to come out and remove it
accused
for
of,
us?
I'll hypnotize
Woman
him.
using
And,
voodoo to
I'll
cause her
put
harm.
it in my bag and he'll be in the house.
Thanks a
he'll
lot,
be in
sir.
the house now. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't
Cop's
scared
like,
of the
I want to
devil
get out of this
himself.
house so fucking bad. Please let me out of this
officer went
house.
to find evidence of voodoo. What is evidence of voodoo? Hi, I'm here to look for evidence of, voodoo is illegal in this state.
Oh, you got snakes in here? I'm out of here.
I think he found his evidence.
The best was definitely where it didn't show the officer for a while.
Yeah,
And then
he
it
went
turned
outside,
around,
he's like,
and he
nope.
had taken a good 10 steps out the door.
I'm not fucking with these snakes, bro.
Well, I mean, that cop was gone. He's like, you got snakes? They're right here.
I
He's
just
like,
love.
okay,
There's no
that's all I
snakes in
need to
this
know.
room, are there? Well, I hope there are. He's like, what?
I hope so.
He's got to go back to his superior and be like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't see nothing in there. Everything seems fine. I don't know.
Don't
Yeah.
ever send me back to that
Yeah,
house.
send me
We don't
back
need to
there.
follow up with that. That's just fine.
He's a good person. Never send me there again.
Nice guy.
That's
No
hilarious.
voodoo there. No voodoo found.
So Jason said that should lead up nicely to our
Yep.
this is our Florida man. So this is where we're going to take a Florida man headline, or something of that sort, and we're going to leave out a couple blanks. And we're supposed to fill in those blanks as the podcast crew. Whoever gets the right,
Jose, you
will
got
get
the
a
big board
point
up, bro?
on the big board.
I do, sir.
Oh, boy. Yes, he does.
Jose, what's the big board looking like beforehand?
Currently, we are all jumbled up. Jason and Chris, despite sabbatical, Jason is in the lead with Chris, tied at 5, followed by Kevin at 4, and of course, bringing it up the rear, your boy. With 3.
You want to talk about that, or
Yeah. Thoughts?
No, I'm fine with it.
you're
We'll
good?
catch up. Yeah, we're good.
It's March. You got time.
He's
He
getting comfy with that
does
dick.
have time. He does have time.
Getting comfy with the
You know
dick.
what's happening in December.
We all know.
Yep.
We
Yep.
all
We're
know
gonna
how
have
that's going to
5 chances.
go. Jason's like, literally just 5.
That's right.
You're fucked.
Chase, it'll
Yeah.
be
Chase
it'll
is
be
in
up to
charge
Chase
now,
this
yeah.
time.
Jose's like, shit, I need to reassess.
So-
Are you
I don't know.
changing things,
I'm
Chase?
gonna.
Or you're
I'm
not-
gonna see. I'm gonna play it by ear, as they say.
You're not gonna roll out the 50 questions. You know
I
how
am-
much shit
I'm
Jason
gonna-
will give you.
gonna
And
figure it
yeah, the
out.
Christmas episode will only have 1 point up, just 1.
Everything's off the board.
I would say I'm more likely to give like 10. 10 is probably.
Only it
what I'm
depends on
shooting
who's in last place. If Jason's in last place, it's gonna be like half a point.
We'll just do 1.
for. Yeah. In fact, no points. No points.
Yeah, actually, as it is.
How many points is Jason down? 10. Only 9 points will be
9
available.
points on the board.
Sorry, folks.
All right. Well, this Florida man actually happened on St. Patrick's Day. Florida man arrested after calling 911 to verify blank.
I just want to shout out Chase real quick for throwing up
He
the
did it,
banner
folks.
here. You know, for those of you that are not watching us on YouTube, we're seeing some
Or
really
Spotify.
remarkable
Or
shit.
Spotify.
Or Spotify. Just some really remarkable, transformations here from Chase. The man who did not know how to start a Twitter now can put up a banner.
It's grown.
Proud
I have
Man,
a
it's
Twitter.
growing in front of our eyes.
Proud
The
of you.
growth.
Shout out, dude.
I'm just
Yeah.
shocked I have a Twitter.
Look at this man.
You don't face your fears.
Since
You
it's
ride them.
You ride him.
Rode him.
Sure
Rode him.
did.
You rode your fears, Chase. Proud of you. I'm gonna go with after calling to verify that there was a leprechaun in a tree. Right? Is that what it was? But I think that was not in Florida. But let me just say that he saw a leprechaun.
If you see the
Okay.
leprechaun, say hey.
Hey.
Say hey.
I'm saying that this Florida man was arrested after calling 911 to verify the warrant for his arrest.
That'd be awesome.
He was
That's a
calling
good one, Jose. Well done.
911 to verify how drunk he was.
knows.
Okay.
Like what the legal limit is.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, what's the legal limit?
What's the limit?
I pulled over on the side of the road and I was like, let me just make sure. I've been driving for 2 hours.
I drank this, and this. Am I okay?
Yeah,
Am I
exactly.
still under the limit?
I've had 4 beers. I think I'm good. You tell me.
Yeah. What do you think? Am I okay? Where am I?
Like,
well, I ain't going to tell you.
Background. The fuck out the way.
All great answers. None of them correct. It says Florida man arrested after calling 911 to verify the authenticity of his meth. A Florida man was arrested after he allegedly
some shit.
Yeah, after he allegedly called the police to verify the authenticity of his meth. In a Facebook post shared by the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, they stated that Spring Hill resident Thomas Eugene Colkini had called 911 asking them to dispatch an officer as he believed the meth he used felt like bath salts. So he wanted to make sure that he wasn't using bath salts, that he was using meth.
You got to make sure you got the good shit.
You got to make sure.
Because heaven forbid that you end up doing bath
With
salts.
bath
And then
salts
you're
instead of
Eat somebody's face.
eat somebody's face on the
true.
turnpike
That
or
happens.
whatever it was.
You might eat somebody's
remember
face
that?
on the turnpike. Yes.
I do.
Was it? It was
I love
down
that
south,
that's the thing
though,
that we could say out loud in Florida, and we're like, oh, yeah, that's right. Like,
Oh, yeah. Do you remember that?
That did happen. Yeah,
totally.
I remember.
The time
The
that
bath
somebody was eating
salts,
somebody's face on
yeah.
the turnpike.
It's all coming back now.
Yeah.
Not a bad one, Chase. Good job. What do we got up next? All right, so now we got voice nuggets. Thank you so much for Naomi and Henderbeard, who came through this week. Naomi does have an intro, so we'll give her intro.
Her name's Naomi. That's I moan backwards.
I'm Moan here. So yes, Jose, the barrels, they're still the shit. When I have a big party for the kids or something, they're the most probably unhealthiest option. However, I will get them because they're the cheapest option. Because I tend to feed like 20 to 30 people or just children when they come over to the parties at the house. But yeah, the barrels.
And those are just her kids.
Yeah, they come with straws now, but they don't ever get used. So I don't know why they even bother straws. Most of the straws get thrown in the trash. But Sunny D is straight crap. I've tried it since my kids, have been alive, and it's not as good as it used to be. At least we still get the Kool-Aid. I think they're jammers now, or they used to be Kool-Aid Cool Burst. I don't know. Dollar General has them for like $1.25 for a 6-pack. 6 or 8 packs, something like that, so we get them sometimes. But usually I have to get the, organic, all juice Capri Suns, because my kids' school, they have to have no added sugar or no artificial crap in it. But, yeah.
There you go.
There you have it.
Also, whoever makes a barrel, stop making...
Sorry, Kool-Aid.
Stop making the straws. I mean, you're wasting your time. Yeah. I just thought about that.
One thing when she was talking, what word do you think it is that like you can hear the most like Southern accent out of? Because she said like get 'em, and like it was just so like that's where I was like, oh, that's the Southern accent coming out right there. Like
Get 'em.
It is P-Cola, as they say. You know?
It's thick out there.
It's thick out there.
Thick.
I think there's
two
another one.
C's.
It's thick out there.
Out there.
The barrel.
Out
The
there.
barrel.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
barrel.
oh, bears?
Barrel's a good one too. Barrel's a good one too.
Barrel.
I'm
We
trying
love
to
you,
think of
Naomi.
any words. Yeah, we do love you, Naomi. Now we have our Slim Down for What? Am I supposed to play this intro first, or is it come with? Yep, here we go. I just saw it.
Moment of cringe.
No.
Uh-oh.
Yo, cup to cup. Slim down for what? This week I'm doing 7-Up Tropical. It tastes exactly like Cruzan mango rum, which I used to drink a lot of.
There you go.
So much rum.
Mango slut.
So much.
Slut.
Anyway, summer's coming. This will be good for the summer. Stick it in your cooler. Take it to your tailgate. Delicious.
I feel like he's like the Starks. Every one, he's like, summer is coming.
Summer's on the way, but it's
such a mango.
He's starting like January. He's like, summer will be here any day.
It's on the way. It's getting closer.
It's almost here.
Now. My mango coolers.
10 o'clock.
Santa's coming.
Santa. Well, I can't get over. I don't know why.
Oh
I
my
love the way Chris
God.
I don't know if I'd try that. To be honest. Now look, you know,
I'll give it a go.
I want to get like some
rum,
little
though.
fruity little mixed drink and do it for the pod one time. You know,
What'd you call me?
I said you're a bitch. I'm trying to find a fruity mixed drink. So.
Honestly, of all things he could have called you, that was not bad for him.
Not bad, actually.
He's gonna get drunk on.
He could have gone.
Surprised, yeah.
Maybe I'll mix some of that with some vodka or something. You know?
Get drunk on fruity drinks one night.
What did he call it again? What was it?
Damn, we are like
tropical Sprite tropical.
Yeah.
tropical Sprite.
I will never drink beer out of this fucking dick again. I swear to fucking.
You want to
You
bet?
probably will.
Well, I
though.
bet you will.
Yeah.
Jesus
Bet.
Christ.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Henderbeard. I'm down to try the mango or the tropical Sprite.
For
What
sure.
about you guys? You gonna
Give it a
try?
try.
I'm down.
I
would
hate
give it a
mango
go.
slut
Also,
I hate rum.
If
Not a
somebody
mango
like
slut,
handed
but I
it
would
to
try
you,
it.
try it. But you're not about
Yeah.
to go buy it at the.
No, I would not buy it, but I would try it.
Do you
for
really
sure.
hate rum? Like all kinds of rum? You don't
Yes.
drink like
I
spiced
do
rum?
not-
Maybe.
No, God, no.
Me and
Your
Kat
wife
fought
used to
years
love
ago.
some coconut rum back in the day.
Yes.
She sure
I
did.
Not anymore.
Stashed it in my freezer.
I did not. Yeah, I never liked rum.
I think she had a bottle at everybody's house, like just ready to.
She had multiple bottles
She
in
had
my
like
freezer.
12 in Chris's freezer.
Yeah,
Because
just
people kept
nonstop.
like giving it to her as like a present. She's like, I don't drink this anymore.
I haven't drank this for 15 years.
I'm gonna put it in your freezer, Chris.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
get her a
whatever.
bottle for her birthday next year.
That's
It will sit in someone's freezer. 'cause
Somehow
it's
it'll
not
get to
sitting in
my
mine.
freezer. Somehow
What a
it'll end up in
great
my
gift,
freezer.
though. Jose, what a great gift. And obviously, she listens to the
Locked in.
podcast, so, I mean. it's
Damn it!
not
I
really-
had to fucking the only fucking person, the only
Yep.
partner
Yep.
that listens to the podcast. I
Yep.
had to fucking spoil it.
That's not true. Erica chimed in on the 7 Minutes in Heaven, so.
and quickly disappeared. She didn't even wait for the answer. She's like, I'm out.
Hey, she interacted.
It's okay. Michael
Baby
did the same
steps.
thing.
It's baby steps. Michael interacted too.
He did, and promptly left.
Well,
Shout out
My
to
comment and
partners.
he had to go and watch some old footage of the Eagles' Super Bowl season.
He's got to get caught up.
Such a fan. He's a huge fan.
He has no idea who Donovan McNabb and Brian Westbrook are. So he's
Gotta watch the highlights.
He's like,
Who are
"Where's
these
Jason
guys?
Kelce?"
we've been good before. This is crazy.
Oh wow,
That's great. Who
really
is Nick
good.
Foles?
Foles. This Nick
Is that
Foles
the guy that got in trouble for the dog fighting? No shit, that's crazy.
That's him.
Speaking of dead dogs, let's get into our bracket. Shout out Jason with that amazing bracket intro video. Poor little chicken turned into chicken nuggets.
I don't feel bad.
Also, can I say something? I think that I saw Burger King chicken fries in that video. I just want to throw that out there. I'm going to place that here, and then you guys check it out next time.
We're going to parking lot that for
those of you
save that.
listening on Spotify or watching on YouTube. Leave a comment if you think I'm right. You can rewind a little bit right there and let me know if I'm right. First bracket matchup. We got number 2, Zaxby's versus number 11, Culver's. Who wants to start?
I'll go.
There you go.
Go for it.
Yeah. This isn't that close to me. Culver's, the chicken's okay. It's a lot different than most chicken tenders. The breading is. It is juicy. It's seasoned okay. It's got a decent seasoning. It does have a crunch, but it's a different kind of crunch because of the breading. It's not like what you typically associate like a crunchy chicken tender with, but it is there. But Zaxby's is just better. I mean, it's got a better crunch. It's got a better mouthfeel. It's got better seasoning. It's got better sauce. It's just a better chicken tender in general. I mean, there's not much else to say beyond that.
All right, so Chase is going with Zaxby's. All right.
You can go ahead and add another vote to Zaxby's because I thought that these were closer than I didn't think that I had to stop and think about it for a second. I really liked the consistency of Culver's. It is different. It does kind of give you like chicken finger day at like the school cafeteria almost for a second. They're just breaded a little bit differently. I'm not sure. I should have probably looked this up beforehand, but I'm not sure if they're like, they don't feel like they're fried the way other chicken tenders are fried, but they probably
agree with
that. But the consistency is different. I like the crunch though, and I do like the breading, but it doesn't compare to the amount of like juicy white meat that you get from the Zaxby's chicken tender. They're all different sizes, which is a good indication that they're not like, they're using like real chicken. I feel like all of the Culver's chicken tenders are like pretty much the same size, which makes me question whether or not that's real chicken. I'm sure it is. Who knows? And then Zaxby's had a great crunch and a better taste. I thought that the taste could be better with Zaxby's, though. I think that's probably why it's not number one, although Popeyes is still on this bracket, so nothing fucking matters. But this is definitely one of those chicken tenders that I would say the sauce brought it home for me. So,
I mean, Zaxby's sauce is very good.
Zaxby's sauce is
very good.
That was the one.
Top five.
Agreed.
Easily.
Chris?
Yeah, again, I didn't mind the Culver's tenders, but again, Zaxby's much better taste, juicier chicken. I really agree with like what Jose said. Like every time you go to Zaxby's, they're a little different sizes. Culver's, I've gotten it twice, and both times it could have been the same exact thing from months apart. So it very clearly is like, But yeah, the crunch, Zaxby's, overall, it's not even close. This one, like Culver's, not a bad tender, decent tender, doesn't have any room winning a bracket. Shout out to it for knocking off Whataburger, but we knew it wasn't going to get past Zaxby. So
yeah,
and yes, that Zax sauce. Not that it would ever get to a tie, but if it did, Zax sauce is not even close.
Yeah, Culver's sauce is weird. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's like not what I associate chicken tender sauce.
I still don't know how to
else
feel about it.
I think you said it perfectly, Chase.
PDQ had a weird sauce.
Yes,
too.
they did. Yeah.
They have a lot of sauces, though.
Like, really? But there was like a PDQ sauce.
Yeah.
Like these.
Just like the Culver sauce, yeah. I got you. And the sauce, yeah.
Before I go, I'm going to try the StreamYard, who we currently are on. We're gonna try what we call the new scenes on here with Jason coming in with his Zaxby's versus Culver's vote. Here we go.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Great. And
love it.
Worked
and
exactly.
working beautifully.
Don't worry. We got it right here. We're good.
Very nice.
I know it's the same backdrop. A basic ass bitch. But I want to first be very quick with this vote when it comes to Culver's and Zaxby's. But I also want to apologize to Kevin. I said recently, hey, look, there's a plane. Culver's is better than Publix. I was wrong to say that. I immediately regretted that.
Let's just rewind that a little bit.
Here we go.
That Culver's is better than Publix. I was wrong to say that. I immediately regretted that. I was in the heat of the moment. I was angry, and I do apologize. But that being said, Zaxby's wins this across the board. It's not even close. I do still think that it's an overrated chicken tender when it comes to Zaxby's. I also think it's a very overpriced chicken tender. But I do think it deserves to win and move forward. And that's my vote.
There you go, folks. That's Jason. For me, I'm sorry, I'll be the one. That's fine. Culver's, it's a better crunch. It's a better chicken flavor. Zaxby's, the only thing that for me, they have more seasoning on their chicken tender. Zaxby's tiny little baby chicken tenders compared to Culver's nice sized chicken tenders. The crunch is better.
Here.
Chicken tenders better. Chicken flavor, is better. Zaxby's flavor of the breading is better, even though I do think it's a little salty. And if it did come to a tiebreaker, obviously Zaxby's would dominate top 5 sauce, maybe top 2, top 3. But I'm going with Culver's. But my vote doesn't matter because, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but
that's
you voted.
Just a terrible opinion.
It's not a terrible opinion.
Awful.
It is an opinion.
It is.
It is indeed that.
Chris, you want to go to the social?
Yep. Well, X was 80% Zaxby's. Facebook was 84% Zaxby's. And Instagram, I assume, was Zaxby's. Do you know what the percent was for Instagram?
I don't. It just says Zaxby's.
It says Zaxby's, so I assume
100%.
Probably pretty.
It wasn't 100. I'll tell you that
because
much.
Kevin voted, so 99%.
It was 97 because Kevin threw in his Culver's vote.
Clearly a better.
Zaxby's moving on, folks. Congratulations to Zaxby's. Culver's did not have a good run. I feel like they could have did better.
They pulled up.
They got matched up with Whataburger, so they got an easy dub there.
Yeah, exactly.
They pulled the upset, and then
was it an upset though? I know literally it was, but
by the rankings, yes. Not really, no, but
no. Whataburger's chicken tenders were so trash.
Speaking of trash, we got number 9 Slim Chickens going against
the fucking powerhouse.
Number 9 Slim Chickens going against number 1 Publix. I'll start it off. This is easy for me. Across the board, easiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Publix dominates. It's got better crunch. It's got better chicken flavor. The BBL is beautiful. The flavor is beautiful.
Say BBL one more time, please.
BBL. Yeah, for me, all around better chicken tender. I don't think that Slim Chickens deserves to go out this early. Let me say that. I think they're one of the better of the lower underneath first tier. But, see you.
I don't think you really care.
I don't.
He doesn't.
Done.
I think you just do good. See ya.
I'll go Jose.
Well, I think my affiliation has always been there. So I actually went and got some right before I came back to Philly. And first thing I noticed was like, oh, that's nice. They had them out in little baggies, 4 attendees for $5. I just knocked my dick over. That's how fucking exciting that shit was. Which was significantly cheaper than Slim Chickens. I felt like Slim Chickens was just a little overpriced. I thought it was average. It was good. It was better than fucking Popeyes. It was better than Culver's. I think Slim Chickens would have beat Culver's. But
Facts.
when it came to this matchup, I love a meaty tendy, and there's just so much just juicy white meat in this tendy. Just it's real chicken, like it's real chicken, and I love the batter that they use for it. It's peppery. It's got some good taste in it. Some might think it's pretty. The BBL is borderline, right? For some people, might be like there's way too much breading on them. Yeah. I love it. Like I think this is perfect. This is exactly how I would like my tenders. So yeah, Publix for sure. Moving on for me.
Chris?
Let me say this.
Let
me say this. Slims.
Strap in.
Slims is my favorite. I will say
about
this.
to make an argument.
Yep. Thank you so much for that. Yes, I agree. Slims being 9 is they should be higher than 9. They're good. Mm-hmm. They should be a little higher than that. Publix is a good tender. It's fine. Is it overrated? I think it gets very much overhyped because for me, I compared the most recent time I went. Taste of Publix, pretty good taste. Again, I might be biased. Slim Chickens, I think has better taste. What gets me about Publix is the fucking every time I go to Publix, I'll get one tender that's great, and then the next tender's fucking. You pick it up, the breading just crumbles, and there's no breading. It's not.
It's inconsistent.
It's not a very exactly. It's not a consistent BBL. You pick it up, and it's half gone. I'm like, well, this is stupid. Slims, I never have that problem. I'm obviously voting Slims. It's my favorite. I personally think it tastes better. Publix is a good tender. I think it just gets blown out of proportion because it's Publix. I don't know if I'd say it's a mid tender. It's good, but I'm going Slim's because I think Slim's is a better chicken. Am I in the minority with that? Most definitely so.
We're going to find out.
We probably will.
Tried Slim's for the first time.
Thoughts?
Over the
First
weekend.
thoughts.
Yep. It is the most average chicken dinner I've ever eaten in my life. I'll say it was made fresh because it's also the hottest chicken dinner that I've ever touched in the history of the world. They plucked this bitch from the center of the fucking sun.
Bro, it was so
Slim's.
We call that Slim's quality.
Christ, dude.
Slim's quality and consistency.
Holy shit. So I was excited, dude. It looked good. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good tender. Bro, I mean, did they put any seasoning on it? The breading had no crunch to me. The seasoning was non-existent. It was juicy. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
you could tell it was good quality chicken, and they put no effort into it outside of just shoving it in the center of the sun and then handing it to me afterwards.
Hey man, which Slims did you go to? I need to talk to Mr. Slim there. Which
the
one
one
you go
on
to?
Monroe Street over by the old Tallahassee Mall.
I'm not having it. That's unacceptable.
It was just average to below average. So
I'm
maybe I got something wrong, but the fact that y'all are like, oh yeah, it could have won match. Yeah, it could have beaten Steak and Shake and Whataburger. That's
whoa.
Wow. It was not good. I'm sorry. Again, good quality meat. It was good quality, very juicy, but they put no effort into it at all.
When'd you go? Were they all hung over when you went?
Put a little salt and pepper on it. Do anything other than just shove it in the hottest fryer in the world. I did actually surprisingly like the dipping sauce. It was different. It was thicker. It was a lot thicker than most chicken tender sauces.
Go ahead. Say that one more time.
Thicker.
Everybody quiet. No, good. Do it again.
Thicker.
Man.
I wasn't expecting to like that, but I actually did.
But
other than that, it was not a great tender.
Ride them.
Publix is definitely overrated. It should not be the number one seed, but it has a better crunch. I've said before, my biggest issue with Publix is two-part. It's inconsistent and it can be a little overbreaded. Dave shits on both these. But
Chris, did you go to? I didn't realize you had Publixes in Tennessee.
We sure do. One 10 minutes down the street. When we moved here, I was so thrilled to see there was Publix. Not for the tenders, just I like Publix.
I was gonna say, you weren't very thrilled about those tenders, friend.
No, I don't go there for the tenders.
It's the move. It's the only right move.
Whatever, dude.
Publix moves on.
It is stand.
We don't know that.
Well, hold on, man. Hold on.
Well, we all know what's going to happen here, guys.
What's up, guys? I'm sorry. I know I'm not there. I'm sure no one gives a shit. And I'm sure you guys are killing it on that soundboard right now with all the sound effects. But anyway, I'll be really fast. I think my finger is blocking the mic, but you can hear me. I'm sure of it. Slim Chickens. You guys know my stance on the overrated Publix tender, which is the basic bitch of this bracket. But I have to say, if it wasn't for all the Floridians, I think Slim's would win this. I know for a fact that everybody's going to be voting for Slim's when it comes to social. I'm sure you guys have or will be going over the social media votes. But along the lines, I finally got a hold of some Slim Chickens in DFW. They have a little bit of crunch. They had a little bit of that pepper taste. The color was fucking awesome. I don't know why I'm stuck on this color, but I think Publix looks like a basic bitch that just can't get a tan. It looks just white and gross versus a Slim. It looks
the opposite.
Delicious.
I love that he called himself a basic
and I thought it was
bitch in the
overall
last
the
video.
texture, the crunch,
Now he's trashing basic
whatever the
bitches.
hell we call it, is amazing. I think it was by far a better tender than the the Publix tender. But that being said, Slim's wins. I'm sure that I'm the only one that's going to die on this hill, but I'm okay with it. Love you.
I could not disagree with everything he said more.
I don't understand how.
No crunch, no seasoning.
It's on purpose. It's just, it's a vendetta now. It's personal. He makes no sense. He's just saying things.
Okay. Chris, what are we looking at? Socials.
Well, Facebook had Publix at 76%. No surprise there. X let me down. Publix had 67%. X failed me. Instagram says Publix. I've got to assume. I don't know the percent, but I assume they just a clean sweep on socials.
100% wouldn't be enough.
It's whatever. You just Publix go on the championship. Just locked it in.
No.
Yeah.
Chris,
What's it
100%.
have next week? What's it matched up
It's
with?
either going to go against Popeyes or Guthrie. So, yeah.
Oh,
it's gonna go
God.
to the
Just watch
championship.
out. Popeye's about to fucking pull up the upset here.
It's 100% going to go.
Our fucking listeners are going to be like, fuck yeah, fucking make me come for Popeyes. Fucking love Popeyes. Best fucking shit ever.
Publix should have lost in the first round.
All right. Look, Publix moving on. We also have Zaxby's moving on. The number 1 and number 2 seeds
heading to the Final Four,
defending their title right now. Next up, we have an I don't get from our boy Chase. I assume
no.
That's me.
Chris, I assume.
I was like, I was like, why are you?
I want to see what Chase said. Chase is like, I don't have that
what?
shit.
I got a good one.
Shut up.
I guess, here we go.
Are you confused? Do things not make sense? Are you just not getting it? Well, lay it on me, brother.
Love that.
Brother.
Fucking love that.
All right, I don't get it. First, I do need to shout out the makeshift project for this one. So
I'm
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. This is from me. I'm fucking with you.
Kevin left.
No,
He's out.
literally, this has
Kevin
nothing.
has gone to join the makeshift project, guys.
To do with the makeshift project.
He left his box up. He just left. It's just
Kevin has officially retired from Cup to Cup. He has accepted an offer from the
I
makeshift
did it
project
because I knew what it would do. This has nothing to do with the fucking makeshift project. This is all from my brain. And I was thinking about this on the drive back from I'm not going to wait for Kevin if he left. That's fine. So I was driving back and I thought about this because I have a couple friends back in the day when I lived in Florida. We would always like meet up for lunch or go meet at a bar somewhere. And they were notorious for, everybody knows I'm always running a little bit late to places.
What?
And these people would always get there before me, and I would notice, like, if we were meeting at Kush's or somewhere for lunch, I'd roll up and they would obviously beat me there, but they would be sitting in their car. They wouldn't go to go and get like a table for lunch. They would be like not go in and get a table and wait inside. They would wait in their car. So I guess I don't get it for me is I don't get if I ever was first, which is very rare. But if I get there first, I go inside, I get a table, I sit inside. I'm not one to sit in my car. I don't get why if you're the first one there, why are you going to sit in your car and wait? Why not go inside to the bar, the restaurant, get a table? My question is, do you know anybody like that? And are you like that? Are you sit in your car and wait? Or if you get there first, are you like, I'm going right in, getting a table, hanging out, waiting for you to show up?
I mean, I think that because if it's just like, if it's me and another person.
Me and you are going to lunch and you beat me there. Are you going to wait for me?
No, I'll get a table.
You're going to
I would get a table or I would sit at the bar and wait for you.
Yeah.
That's the move. That's the move. For me, I'm not. The only thing that I think people would think is because like they don't want to be that awkward guy who's like holding up a table for somebody. Like we've all been in the service industry,
and we all know Chris. How late
I was about to say, if you're waiting on Chris, you could be waiting by yourself a while.
Maybe last time you let them hang in for a good 30 minutes, so they're like,
not that fucking late.
Chris.
Easily on a good day, he's 30 minutes late.
I'd say
Chris.
10 to 15 max.
Christopher.
Chris.
Oh, sir.
But yeah, I'd probably sit down and get a drink or an app or something, get started.
Yeah. So I'm saying you all would go in and get a table. You would not sit in the car and wait.
The only thing I could think is maybe like if it's like 4 people meeting up and the only person you know is Chris. And so like, and you're like, fuck, like what if I get there and I'm with these 2 people that like, I don't know at all. Like, I don't even know what they fucking look like. They could be sitting at the table right next to me and I don't know. Playing devil's advocate, that would be the only thing. But yeah, if it's me and you, I'm going to go and get a drink at the bar or something.
Yeah. All right, I think we all agree on that one.
Having a miserable fucking night with this dick tonight, man.
Jose's struggling with the dick.
Sometimes the dick just doesn't work the way you want it to, huh?
I just cannot get it to stay upright. It's just like keeps
man,
flopping over.
That's
the
a you
side.
issue, brother.
Yeah, that's
I've never had that problem.
Yeah, I can't relate to that issue, so sorry about that, dude.
It's totally normal, okay? It happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone.
We all go through this.
Chris, not your best I don't get. I'm going to throw it out there.
Guys.
Oh, here we go.
Just do it. Just you want to do it. Just do it.
Sorry, man. Shout out Makeshift Project.
No.
I bet they
get a
did
shout
better.
out for that. No, that was not from them. Again,
are you sure it wasn't for them?
Positive.
Okay.
Positive.
Okay.
Are you supposed to be on your iPad? You know what, young lady? Do you want to go to timeout? 1, 2, 3. It's time for dad tip. Get your game face on. Get your game face on. 'Cause I'm coming to play, boy. All right. So this week's dad tip, quick and simple. I know I say that every week, but make sure that some of your kids and some of my fondest memories as kids had nothing to do with adults. It was just those moments that you have hanging out with other kids, playing with other kids. So especially during like spring break time like this, make sure that you give the kids a little bit of a freedom. Let them kind of roam the earth a little bit on their own, obviously within safety reasons, within safety hazards and whatnot. But for me, Erica had a little outing with some of her friends for St. Patrick's Day, and I came home early from work, and it was just the kids there, but they had like a teenage babysitter basically, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go join Erica. So she invited me out, so I went and joined them. And the whole night they were like sending me pictures on their iPad, like, we're having so much fun. This is awesome, things like that. And we check the security cameras here and there just to make sure that they're not like lighting the house on fire. And it's basically just them like sitting there chatting and talking and watching videos and stuff. So, little things like that, these kids will remember forever. Make sure you give them a little bit of a freedom here and there without too much craziness,
Let them set the house on fire. Just, spark it up for them.
Just casual.
We know damn well I've probably tried to set my house on fire at some point, when I was a kid. So,
probably.
Well, you remember I was telling you about?
I know. I was saying definitely.
Set that kid's
definitely
backyard.
did.
Not my house. That wasn't my house, but
counts.
we were playing with fire. But
that's what poors do. They don't have things to play with.
We do. We ain't got nothing else.
Just gotta play with fire.
Shame.
I don't know where the shame falls in there, but
who's getting
shame on you?
I'll let you decide.
Chase's second time using the soundboard. Shout out. Yeah,
you gotta get to it, man. Jason's gonna be really disappointed when he sees how little you've been using the soundboard.
No shot.
There you go.
Hey, he's picking it up.
Alley-oop for you.
Just putting it up there perfectly.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Let's get Jose's segment going here. Are you excited, Jose?
I am, Chase. If you
I
play a sound effect
the soundboard
in the middle of anything else, it will replace it. Okay,
yeah,
I just want you to know that.
I'm
before we even start.
I'll save it for the moment of cringe or the music.
Perfect. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what we want. Very good.
I gotta find this.
The closing music actually is kind of where I was leaning, putting like an applause for you,
just like interrupting everything.
Just all of it.
I don't even see your opening. What's this called, by the way?
Where we fucked up, Jam.
This is where we
fucked up.
Great.
Well, we'll just do it for you. We'll just do the whole.
Do you guys just want to hum it for me?
No.
I don't want to do that, actually.
Oh, come on, guys. It's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day out there.
Why do you keep on seeing Sanks?
Sank.
Saint
in there.
Patrick. Is it Saint or Saint?
Saint.
Pecan? Pecan?
Nice.
That was a good one. Saint.
It makes it worse when you have to say it was a good one.
It's a nice job, man.
I don't think you got anything.
Oh shit! Go!
What is up, my people?
Here's time. Found it. Good job
again for another nice
fuck
Chase.
Up music is what it's called.
Let's go. Let's go, Chase.
I know. Should I put the crickets now or should I?
Go!
Okay.
The weekly fact-checking segment on the podcast where I call out the mistakes of the previous week. Last week, in episode 288, thank you, Kevin, I mentioned
Chase.
how. Wow, jeez. I mean, he's just on fire. He's just up. Last week I mentioned how I was concerned about the future of your favorite segment, and that's because we had previously mentioned that Jason will be taking that little bit of a pod sabbatical. The pod daddy would be missing the entire month, and he made sure to not let us down and show up last week, taking Pod Poppy Kevin's spot for one episode. The pod daddy was back, and folks, thanks to that secret emergency appendectomy, thank God for that, because we have some fuck ups. So what do you say we waste no more time and just dive
right in?
Thanks, guys, because this is where we fucked up in episode 288.
Bum, 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 bum.
Nobody playing that? Come on.
I don't know how I'm supposed to be playing that.
Chase, you were like,
you're on such
fire,
a roll.
bro.
You're on such a roll.
Such a roll,
Oh,
dude.
okay. I played
God
it.
Damn it.
Well, I guess it works. All right. So let's talk about Jason's appendectomy. As
Lord.
mentioned last week, we learned that
with it.
while we were
it's still
cursing
here.
Jason out for not sending his chicken tender bracket, the man was fucking dying. Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but we know that it definitely wasn't bad meat sticks. That conversation last week brought us a few questions to clear up that came up when Jason was explaining his weight loss surgery. One of the things that Jason mentioned was he asked Chase if his was done with a laser, because apparently I guess his was. And I wanted to look up exactly what kind of appendectomies were done with lasers. And I found that there's two types of appendectomies. There's an open appendectomy, which is where they cut an incision about 2 to 4 inches long. Kev, you know what 2 to 4 inches looks like. It's around the lower...
No shot. It's like catching strays out here. Kev's like, fuck.
Very nice, very nice. They make this 2 to 4 inch incision on the lower right hand side of your belly button, or of your belly, around the abdomen. There you go. Just like those little Vienna sausage fingers show. The appendix is then taken out through that incision. The other one is the laparoscopic appendectomy, which is far more common. It's less invasive.
That's what I
this one's done with one large incision and 1 to 3 tiny incisions. They stick these tubes in there with fucking laparoscopes and robots, and they just fucking chop you up and pull it out of the big incision. And there you have your appendectomy.
Just suck it right up.
Just suck it right out.
There you have it.
Surgeons looking at a TV the whole time. It's great. Now, that is more common because it's less invasive. The key to which one you get is going to depend on whether or not your appendix bursts, which more on that to come. There's technically no laser involved. Jason asked you, Chase, if yours was done with a laser. More than likely, both of you just had laparoscopic.
That's definitely what I had, yes.
Yeah, that's more than likely. Which, like, depending on how fancy of a hospital you're at, it could involve a laser, but it's not necessarily
I don't think TMH
common.
had a laser, if I'm being
Probably
honest.
not. Probably not. But Jason's, like, $4.3 billion hospital that he had his surgery on, it may very well have had a laser. That tracks. Now, how common are they is one thing that Jason mentioned, because there was, like, a waiting area of, like, 18 people that also were ignoring their wives to get appendectomies. They're very common. According to the American College of Surgeons, there's an estimated 250,000 of these things that are performed every year in the U.S. The key is catching it before the fucker bursts, because that could be really bad. We weren't sure exactly what happens when it does burst. I suggested that it could give you sepsis, but I wasn't sure. And I can confirm that, of course, I was correct. When the appendix bursts,
of course,
it could cause this whole like domino effect of terrible things. This bacteria and contents of your appendix spills into your abdominal cavity, causing an infection of the peritoneum, which is this little lining of the abdomen. Then that can cause an abscess or a pocket of pus in your abdominal cavity. which can then block your
more
intestines.
than I ever wanted to know about a fucking.
Listen to this.
Holy shit, we got to be
You're
almost
finding
done,
it
right?
all out.
No, motherfucker, it's a long one, so sit your ass down. That can cause a blockage of your intestines, causing you to then get sepsis, which is an infection that nobody wants. And all of this can be yours for the cheap price of just ignoring abdominal pain for weeks and just trying to prove your nagging wife wrong when she tells you to go to the fucking doctor. So there you have it on appendectomies. Last week, I called Kevin a pore. We talked about this. We confirmed it again this week when he said that as a child, he played with fire because that's what people in West Pensacola do. I mentioned that he was probably the only person on the podcast that knew about those cute little barrel juices that Imone brought up as she, I guess, is also a pore, just like us.
Let's go, P-Cola. Rise up, baby.
Also,
and gets these little barrels for her kids. What were they called? These little things are called little hugs. Is what the little barrels were called. They do come with little straws, but nobody uses them. Sunny D came up in that conversation on what were the most overrated juices as a kid. I think everyone agrees with that one. The other thing that came up from this conversation was when Jason mentioned that there were those juices that came in like a plastic soda bottle and had a twist-off cap. Yes. Those disgusting things could be either one of two things. Naomi called one of them out also in her voice nugget when she mentioned the Kool-Aid bursts. Oh, yeah. Breaking through a wall. Or the other one was they were called Squeeze-Its, and they had like a little face on them when you squeezed it.
That's the one I was picturing.
That's the one that I was thinking of too. Yep. Both of them had entirely way too much sugar, and they were fucking disgusting. But it did give Kevin something fun to chew on with that little plastic cap.
What's your opinion?
Jason brought us a video last week of people zap laughing each other at something called Joy Camp Retreat,
weirdest shit
causing
ever.
Kevin to ask a very important question: why am I poor? There's the Squeeze-Its for those of you that are watching us
There they are.
on
Exactly what I was
YouTube. Just to send you a little trip down memory lane of
So
these
much
disgusting
red dye in
They
that
tasted like plastic. Like it's like the
Pretty
plastic
much.
that it was made of was also in the juice. It was great. Speaking of things that are great, Joy Camp Retreat is a real thing that caused Kevin to ask the very important question: how am I poor? Well, buddy, wait till I tell you how much it costs to go to this retreat.
No.
You're gonna love this.
I don't wanna know.
So, in order to go to the 3-day, 2-night adult summer camp in Vancouver,
it's Canadian, of course.
You
This
have
makes
to.
all the fucking
Well,
sense.
but that's the first call out, right? Is Vancouver, not Denver, Vancouver. So,
Well,
you know,
obviously, I was.
we'll
joking
take that
about the
one off
Colorado thing.
off of Denver and Chase's old stomping
I
grounds.
also didn't say Denver. I said
Colorado. We know what you said. But it is a 3-day, 2-night. You have to apply. You can't just like get tickets. You have to apply. So that people. And there's currently the next one's coming up in May, and there's 2 spots left.
Well,
Come
shit.
on, there's 2 spots
Who's
left,
going with me?
and it'll
Well,
cost
shit.
you $550 to attend the 3-day, 2-night summer camp. That you can enjoy, quote, an immersive joy explosion designed to electrify your spirits through
I'm
soul-deep conversations, connections, nature's playground, and a whole lot of healing through laughter.
No, I'm good.
Next person that loses, whoever loses the bracket, the upcoming bracket, has to go to the Joy Camp Retreat.
The March Madness loser has to go to Laughing
Madness
Camp.
loser. That's the one.
Imagine you get there and you have to explain that to them. Be like, what do you? So tell me your life experience. What brings you to us, man? I just lost a fucking bet.
I lost a fucking challenge.
Now I got to get zapped into laughter.
They're like,
Go ahead and zap me.
What you looking
Zap
so
me.
blue for? Zap! Come on, laugh now.
And then this is Kevin's response.
I'm sure next year they'll have like something way better. Something like.
Maybe they'll have like actual fucking like
Tasers.
Tasers.
Actually tasing.
Why
each
aren't you
other.
laughing?
Kevin will bring an actual taser with him.
Yeah,
Here, I'll tase you. Ah!
I was
Stay
trying
the
to
fuck
zap
away
some
from me.
people.
No, I just wanted to zap him.
Don't face your fears.
Chase,
Right.
calm down.
It's a good one, but
he's trying to make up. He's like,
shit.
I love that he's like, let me finish saying what I'm saying, and then I'm gonna drop this real quick. Just like worked out really well. Two final ones real quick. Last week when we saw Chase's dad's $6.4 million paper, Jason asked me what kind of paper is my favorite paper, and I said standard 8x10. No such thing. Standard paper or letter size is 8.5 by 11. Legal size is 8.5 by 14, a little bit longer. And that's your paper fact for the day. And then finally, Chase, last week you stole a fuck up from me when I said that you could be the guy that does the sound effects from Police Academy, and then you immediately blurted out Michael Winslow, causing Jason to experience a whole bunch of abdominal pain from the laughter of my frustration. But I was technically referring to the character that Michael Winslow plays, so I'm still using it this week for the content. Winslow played Officer Larvell Jones in Police Academy, and I wanted to mention this because I didn't realize how many of these fucking movies there were.
Like 10?
There's a lot, I think.
7 of them.
Holy hell.
Which includes Police Academy, Mission to Moscow. And also
Moscow?
there was...
Yeah, what was that word you said?
Mission to Moscow. Moscow Mule. Moscow.
Do you say Moscow Mule when you...
It's pecan. Pecan?
Thank you, Chase. Moving on. Most recently...
Did you really call it Moscow, though?
No, I'm just talking fast.
do.
It happens to Jason all the fucking time.
Yeah, but
Come on
you
now.
continued to call it Moscow.
Moscow
Okay.
Mule.
All right.
Moscow.
Anyway, there was also a series of Police Academy. So he was in every single one. He's made all of his money off of this. Most recently, he makes sounds for video games, including Grand Theft Auto. That's your fun little fact on Michael Winslow.
I like fun little facts.
And that'll do it this week. Finally, here is last week's
Moment of cringe.
Long fucking dick.
Yeah, come in there, bro. You're fine.
You're hurting Jason. Look at you.
Just plug the top and puncture that fucker.
That was
You're
great.
hurting him.
That was fantastic.
You're hurting him. That'll do it for this week. Thank you, Mayor Adamson, for the supplemental producing. If I missed anything, you know what to do. Just slip into my DMs at HipHipJose14 on Instagram. Not all of it, just enough of it. Just the tip.
Just
until next week. Peace!
Oh, shit. Yeah. Peace out.
Let it go. Wait out. Thank you.
Yeah.
We were
All right,
going to
Chase,
let it
you're good
go,
now.
but you interrupted him.
I'm good.
Last segment we have on board here. Another short night. Another short night on the... What are we doing?
On the pod. What?
What's Jose doing here?
Just, potting with my bros.
Trivia. I don't think we have anything for that. So
Yeah, we do.
Ho, ho, ho.
The goats, man. Come on.
Fucking goats.
Trivia.
Outstanding timing, Kevin. You fucking goats, and then just...
How could I ever
Well
forget
done.
the goats?
The fucking goats, man.
Okay, let's see if anyone can get on the
Fuckers.
board here.
Come on.
How long can a sloth hold its breath? Can a sloth hold its breath for A, 20 minutes, B, 40 minutes, C, an hour, or D, 2 hours?
Kevin fucking Googling is just like...
Literally just
Get off
writing-
your goddamn...
Literally
Jesus,
just writing it down,
man.
you fucking
Just
assholes.
Just
So I don't have to ask again.
I don't know if that piece of paper has access to the internet. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Give me the options one more time, please.
How long can a
choices?
sloth hold its
Just
breath?
the options.
A, 20 minutes, B, 40 minutes, C, an hour, D, 2 hours.
40 minutes.
I'll say 40 minutes.
Firing out. 40 minutes.
I think 40.
I'm going to go an hour.
Fuck.
So 2 40 minutes in an hour.
Yeah.
Hours wild.
Jose's like thinking.
Yeah,
He already said it. He already said it.
Locked in. It's too late.
Locked in.
Can put it on the board. Yeah.
Kevin, go ahead and congratulate Jose and Chris because it's 40 minutes. It is 40 minutes. A sloth can hold its breath for 40 minutes.
Why did you?
We're not done here.
Cut this off. Cut this off.
You can
Let it go.
put it on the board. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
You cut it off, so I had to make sure you get your full credit there.
We're going to Washington,
buddy.
So now we're going to go ahead and...
Not only are we going there, Tom Harkin. Careful.
We're going to Cincinnati.
Guys, there's no politics on this podcast.
Careful.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Oh, that's the exception.
All right, I'm trying to pull it up to put it on
That's all the
board.
exciting excitement that we got for that, huh? All right.
Yeah,
good job, boys.
With
that, this is Chris and Jose's first trivia point. There we
That
go.
is our first trivia point. That
Folks,
current
Chase using his phone when he has a computer in front of his face.
Literally in front
of his face.
What's the computer?
Chris
Chris officially has taken the lead.
6.
Good job, man.
Yeah, Chris with 6, and then we got Jason with 5, and Kevin and Jose bringing up the rear with 4.
Makes sense.
How will we ever recover from 2 points down on the big board?
You know, the Christmas episode, I'm going to give you the chance for 0 points.
Yeah, he's like, no points on Christmas. There's a joke.
All right, folks, that's all we got. I don't know if you guys got anything else, boys. Chris, you want to talk about your fucking college basketball shit?
Jose was in the process of filling out, so I'm proud of you. Very simple.
I gave up.
No, I promise you don't need to give up. It's so easy. You don't need to give up.
Close your
Make
eyes
it simple for everybody.
Don't look stressed. It's very easy. If you would like to join our group, go to ESPN, look for Tournament Challenge. It is CTC 2025. Don't let Jose lie.
Give these people a link, Chris. Can you just give people these links?
I gave you the link and you still can't figure it out.
Chris will also put the link in the description of the episode, right, Chris?
He sure will. And every social media, it will be on social media. I promise you can find it. And it's so simple. You don't even know anything about basketball. Just pick the games.
CTC.
Pick the better mascot.
CTC 2025.
No password.
No password, no spaces. That's
there you
it.
go, phone.
Couldn't make it any easier.
Password is no password.
I want to take a moment to talk about Spotify one more time. If you're on Spotify right now, please just leave us a follow. Hit that heart on your Spotify. And then also just comment on it. Tell us what your favorite part of the episode was. Tell us how bad Chase is on the soundboard. Whatever you want to do.
He's pretty great.
Whatever you want to do. But also follow us on all social sites in general. That's Cup to Cup Show. All social sites. On Twitch, you can find us Cup to Cup. Go follow us on Twitch. I'll be streaming right after this.
Twitcher, a live Twitcher.
Twitcher is not a thing. Please stop saying that.
Twitching
is
He's an official professional Twitcher.
Also, that is not a thing.
But you're going to be twitching.
We'll also be live on YouTube as well. With the gaming. Okay. The CTC OnlyFans on Facebook is our Facebook group, which is exclusive only to our Cup to Cup fans, where they like to share all sorts of cool life civic.
We'll check.
Visit our website as well, cuptocuplife.com. I feel like we got a lot to break down at the end now. We might want to clean this up.
It is a lot.
But anyways. We love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us, and we promise Jason will be back because Jose hates it. So we'll do
misses
our
it
best.
so goddamn
he hasn't
much.
mentioned that yet, though.
It's going to be another rough week.
Indeed. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Holla.